The title of this mini podcast is Unspoken Reality. Have you ever had what you consider a psychic experience? It could be as simple as thinking of someone you haven't thought of or heard from in a long time, and then receiving a phone call, an email, or a text from that person. Most of us own a similar experience that seems more than coincidental. It feels intuitive in nature. I think it's the only glimpse of reality we get before reality happens. Before we have a thought or experience, there is a commingling of energies at a subconscious level that prompts that thought or experience to emerge. When you think about it, thoughts are really afterthoughts. They've already formed before we think them. I believe we sometimes tap into that energy before our sensing or thinking apparatus assembles it into shape. Let's call this pre-formation phenomenon unspoken reality. You may have heard me say that reality is what happens, and our lives are determined by our response to what happens. It's a universal truth that we have no control over reality. So you may be asking yourself something like this: why bother planning? I believe planning lays the track to run on if the reality you're planning for comes to pass. If you don't lay the track and your wished-for reality does come to be, you won't have the ability to move your train to the next stop. So, goal setting and track building tempered with common sense forecasting usually pays dividends. But even the world's most successful investor, Warren Buffett, lost money in the 2008 deep decline on Wall Street. Reality can derail even the most powerful of trains. Is there a way to heighten our ability to sense reality before it happens? The answer is, I don't know, but I have a hunch. My sense is we do this by visiting the melting pot from where all reality stems. This is the place where thoughts aren't allowed. It's the quiet place of contemplation where unspoken reality forms. This is where the club meets to determine whether to build the tree fort or not. I think you increase the odds of your plans working out when you dip into the depths of a meditative state before embarking on your planning mission. That's when you have the best chance of getting a preview on reality. That preview may come as a vision for the future, a spontaneous thought, or a gut feeling. As most people who have experienced this will attest, these aren't run-of-the-mill visions, thoughts, or feelings. They have a sense of certainty about them that just can't be rationally explained. We can't control reality, but we may be able to predict it with more regularity if the reality we plan for is preceded by a quieting of our thoughts. If there was ever a club I'd like to be a card-carrying member of, it's the Unspoken Reality Club. They conduct meetings 24 hours a day, and membership is only denied to those who think they control the universe. All the best, John.